Shakespeare, and this is Writing Sonnets with Shakespeare. I love you, you love me. There's mutual, glorious affection, and it's so lovely to have all of you here with me this morning already. It is delightful, as always, to have you right here with me as we have a good time uh, with our show that we do here. It's a collaborative writing process where you and I work together to write new sonnets, and it's so lovely to have you here. So David Percival's here over on Twitch. Sally's here. Kathy's on YouTube. Victorian London Fog is here and saying mic is off. So one moment. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna go. There. Can you hear me now? Apparently none of you could hear me because my microphone decided not to work properly. So now we're just going on the internal microphone built in. Hopefully you can hear me now. Yay! Huzzah! Also means I won't be able to do a proper noisy slurp of coffee, but let's try one anyway. I'll do my best to be slurpily loud. Good internet audio, I hope. Don't care who you are. Shakes on Fridays. Yep, this is our second Friday we're doing this in a row because my schedule allows it better this way for this portion of the summer. Next week we are going to go back to Tuesdays, so you'll have me here in just, what, 5 days? 4 days? Yeah. So I will be back on Tuesday morning at our normal time and place. But so happy to have you here. Tomfoolery over on Facebook, Sally and Victorian London Fog and David Percival on Twitch, Kathy on YouTube. It's so great. Screaming Dragon on Twitch. So wonderful to have all of you here with me. London Fog saying, is it the mic that I sent you that's causing issues? I hate to be the cause of your audio woes. It might be, but I also might have just needed to restart my system properly, which I did not do. I normally do that before the show, but I was having a good time making rather merry this morning. My off-screen wife and I, we went out for coffee. We got some pumpkin spice coffee because, at least in Salem, it is pumpkin spice season. And we are just having a grand and good time. Oh, that's some better lighting right there. I adjusted it. So let us get into it. If you are watching on Twitch, as most of you are, remember you can like and subscribe to the show on twitch.tv/Nat21Adventures. You can also support the Nat21 Adventures channel by going to Patreon, patreon.com/Nat21Adventures, and becoming a saint or even a Patreon Grand Saint. You can use your Amazon Prime membership to get a free month of subscription. You can also watch my show over on YouTube, youtube.com/Shakespeare Approves. Like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications whenever we're live. And same deal on Facebook. I stream the show live over here as well. You can follow me on all of social media. It is the only way I judge my self-worth in life. I'm a millennial. I don't know what to tell you. By going to linktree/Shakespeare.approves. That's linktree.e/Shakespeare.approves, or scanning that QR code right there on your screen. Speaking of fun QR codes to scan, you know, Shakespeare has his own Substack. Yeah, I haven't updated it in a couple of weeks, but go to shakespeareapproves.substack.com, or again, scan that QR code right there to follow and subscribe. It's everything from essays to some short stories I'm working on to just random rambling thoughts. So go do the thing. Follow me everywhere. It's a lot of fun. And what are we doing? Well, let's get into it, my friends. We are here to write a sonnet. Now, a sonnet is a 14-line poem. It has 3 4-line stanzas. The first line, line A, rhymeth with the third line, line C. The second line, line B, rhymeth with the fourth line, line stanzas. You do it all in iambic pentameter, which is 10 syllables per line, and you close it off with a rhyming couplet. And you can go to 11 syllables, hendacasyllabic, if need arises. So how does this actually work in function? So iambic pentameter, 10 syllables per line. An example of that is, shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Now, generically, you're looking for a pattern that goes ba 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 ba. So for the 18th sonnet, shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Each of those two-syllable fragments is called an iamb. An iamb is a metrical foot consisting of one short or unstressed syllable followed by one long or stressed syllable. And as I said earlier, you can go to hendacasyllabic, which is 11 syllables per line if need arises. It's also your SAT word for the day. If you want to get fancy and play with the form. Shakespeare himself did it all the time. We are no different, but iambic pentameter is our golden ratio. Now, moving into our document, it says ode to. For every sonnet is an ode to something, and this sonnet shall be no different. What are we writing about? What are we writing to? And below that is our candy jar or coffee jar, as I do love my coffee. Haha. With my good sticker right there. And that is where we put our lines which we like and we're not yet sure what to do with. So get your suggestions in, my friends, and we will see what we have. London Fog, Shakespeare is not iambic. His work is also not always iambic. Yep, 100% correct. So let's look at last week's sonnet as well as an example of what we're working on and what we're doing and what we're able to create on this show. Last week was Chocolate Bars and Coffee Beans, written July 24th, 2026. Weekends are more fun when they are nearby. In laughter and tears, they are always here. We offer our shoulder if they need a cry. We share their joy in their times of good cheer. It's not always easy, not always fun. Far too often real life gets in the way. Let us enjoy our fleeting days in the sun and tell them the things that we need to say. Their importance can't be overstated. They've seen us and our faults through times thick and thin. They bring great comfort in times of our need. They're our nearest, dearest, closest companions. You're my friend to the end. What does that mean? I'm your chocolate bar. You're my coffee bean. Very sweet poem about friendship. So that was lovely. So what are we writing about today, my friends? Put your suggestions into the comments and I will make a choice and we will also vote. So what are we writing about today? Throw all of those suggestions in as I do a couple of ad reads. So first one is for me. Well, actually, they're all for me right now. First one's for me, coffee.com/Shakespeare, ko-fi.com/Shakespeare to buy me a cup of coffee. While there, you can also get your own sonnet commissioned, such as one of these right here. So you can buy me a cuppa for £3 or get your own sonnet commissioned for 20, and I'll handwrite it out for you for a little bit extra. So go to coffee.com/Shakespeare and let's have another noisy slurp. Good internet audio. You can also support the show by buying my albums. I have 2 albums. Next week is Bandcamp Friday, and over at shakespeareapproves.bandcamp.com you can get my albums. Those Midsummer Nights, Shakespeare Summertime Study Guide, and Are You There, God? It's Me, Shakespeare. Both are quite a lot of fun, and I hope you consider doing it. Next Friday, Bandcamp Friday, first Friday of the month, Bandcamp gives all of the proceeds to the artists in question. So go check those out. You can also support the show by becoming a Patreon of the Arts. Patreons of the Arts get random benefits, such as scripts I've written. We do monthly hangouts. Next one's going to be coming up in a week or two, and about 2 weeks, I think. I need to schedule it. And then we just hang out, and we're going to be doing some Patreon meetups as well during the festival season as we get back into that. So August is my time of Salem, but then September, October, November are Patreon meetup times at festivals. So you can scan the QR code on your screen or go to patreon.com/Shakespeare to become a patron of the arts. Tier start $3, go up to $30. Everybody does get the same rewards because money is tight for so very many of us. So thank you for your support. I truly, greatly appreciate it. You allow me to do this amazing work, and from the bottom of my heart, I thank you. Upcoming shows that we're going to be doing are one final weekend of the main Renaissance Fair. Ends this weekend, and then I'm here for August, Summerween, I'm calling it.
August 3rd through 31st. I'll be working at the Black Cat Curiosity Shop and also doing tours with Black Cat Tours. I will be putting up those tours on my social media when I know specific dates and times each week as we go. In September, I'll be at the Sparta, New Jersey Renaissance Festival at September 5 through 20. And then the Scranton Fringe Festival, I have a show premiering. That is going to be those Midsummer Nights. I'm sorry, Midsummer, a gay. I messed that up. It's going to be Midsummer, a gay old time, almost a musical. This show right here, which I'm also going to be doing this weekend, this Saturday at the Sparta, New Jersey. I'm sorry, the main Renaissance Fair. I can't get things straight in my head this morning. Not enough coffee, and my Adderall has not fully kicked in. But yeah, I'll be doing Midsummer in 3 parts: Act 1, 2, and 3, over on the Pavilion stage. So join me for that if you're at the main Renaissance Fair this weekend. Stick around for all 3. But this is the show I am doing for the Scranton Fringe Festival. So that will be October 2nd, Friday night, and October 5th, Monday night. And then in between that, it will be my first weekend of the Maryland Renaissance Festival. I'll be doing it through October 5th, coming back up to Salem for Halloween, and then going to the Louisiana Renaissance Festival, November 7th through December 13th. So a very full rest of the year. But let's see, what are we writing about? Let's go in here. Let's look at your suggestions. All right. London Fog was going through a tunnel, but saying, Kathy, ode to some time to myself. That's lovely. Ode to some alone time. So David Percival asking if I'm going to be at Delafair. No, I shan't be at Delafair. It's a lovely show, but I shan't be there. Ode to future plans or plisons, however you want to look at it. So yes, so ode to future plans, ode to some time for yourself, time to myself, or time for Kathy's self, however you want to look at that. Ode to some alone time. Yeah, ode to some time for myself. Yeah, I think that is our winner. Let's get in. Remember, we are looking for 10 syllables per line. Get your line suggestions in here, and let's get cracking, my friends. We're going to put our line suggestions into the candy jar right there, and let's see if we can move our comments. So, yep, that's pretty good. That's also good. Let's move it to right there. I like that. That way, it's not covering the document too much. So, let's get cracking, my friends. Ode to some time for myself. I'm going to also be opening up our rhyming dictionary. I do it through Merriam-Webster. It's called The Rhyme Zone, rhymezone.com. This is not an ad, it's just an endorsement. I think they're very, very good, because sometimes you need, it's spelled out for you what we are doing and what is helping out. So, moving along. Here we go. And looks like I'm having some loading issues here. But, yeah, I like that. All right. Good one, Screaming Dragon. Good one indeed. The hustle and bustle of life is hard. So a good internal rhyme there. The hustle and bustle of life is hard. Sometimes we just need to break away. Sometimes we just need to break away. Last week I wrote so many of the lines. This week I'm hoping you write more of the lines than I do. But last week also didn't get out the word to many of our regulars that I was doing it on Friday. So Sally with 2 lines here. A day off for me is rare and now seen. An hour here and there is often the case. Lovely that. An hour here and there is often the case. You can make it hendakasyllabic, an hour, so that works. However we need to read that, however we need it to scan. So we have 4 lines here. I like that. A day off for me is rare now seen. Change, Sally suggesting changing often to oft. An hour here and there is oft the case. An hour here and there is oft the case. So an hour here and there is oft the case. An hour here and there is oft the case. Yeah, we could do that. Yeah. So make sure we just read it as hour. Yeah, I like that. So you know what? Those are our first 2 lines. All right. Keep getting your line suggestions in, my friends. This is going to be excellent. I like those. I like that couplet, Sally. That's very, very good. Yeah. A day off for me is rare now seen. An hour here and there is off the case. My therapist. Shakespeare's accent with a hard R is not real and can't hurt you. Shakespeare's accent, hour. Yeah, there we go. I love that. That was beautiful. A day to gather my thoughts and prepare all the projects that have been waiting there. Oh, I like that. London Fog saying, what's the theme for today? Ode to some alone time. Ode to some time for myself. That is today's theme. So, a day to gather thoughts and prepare all the projects that have been waiting there. Lovely couplet. I'm off to make some ratatouille right now, putting some free time to really good use. I'm off to make ratatouille right now. Lovely. Ratatouille is a lovely multisyllabic word. Grand. Well done. A day out for me is running unseen. An hour here and there is off the case. Day to gather my thoughts and prepare the projects that have been waiting there. Finally, a nice tomfoolery. Finally, a nice day off just for me. But what shall I do? I really am free. A day or an hour, it is well deserved. I take my chance for peace and just to be. I'll leave the world a spell and just be me. Oh, I love that, London Fog. Well done. Peace. I'll leave, oh, that's not a word. I'll leave the world a spell and feel like me. I like that. I like that. Well done. These are grand. Oh, right. Oh, all right, all right, all right. Ooh. That could be good. That could be good. Nice hot beverage and a book to read, says Screaming Dragon. All right. I'm going to do some slant rhymes here. I'm going to rhyme free with seen, I think. A day off for me is rare ne'er seen, but what shall I do? I'm rarely free. I think that would work. And then case with use. I think that might work. I think that might work. I think this works. Let's see. A day off for me is rare ne'er seen, and now here and there is off the case. But what shall I do? I'm rarely free. Putting some free time to really good use. Peace and quiet and perchance a nice stream. Ooh. And remember, friends, sometimes we'll change these stanzas here, but we have a decent one right here. A day off for me is rare and ne'er seen, an hour here and there is off the case. But what shall I do? I'm rarely free, putting some free time to really good use. The case. What shall I do? I'm rarely free, putting some free time to really good use. I'm going to switch these lines here, actually. All right, I'm going to move that down here. I'm going to move this. A day off for me is rare and ne'er seen, putting some free time to really good use. But what shall I do? I rarely am free. An hour here and there is off the case. I like that. That works. I like that a lot. So, peace and quiet, and perchance a nice dream. Like that, Screaming Dragon. And then London fog. Often walk alone through parks and streets, the wonders I've known while beating feet. Oh, like that. These are grand. These are grand. A nice, fantastic. I love this. All right. The hustle and bustle of life is hard, and sometimes I just need to break away a day to gather my thoughts and prepare. All the projects have been waiting there. Oh, I love that London fog. Couple is based on your favourite pastime. Love that. Well done. I'm glad that you get out. That's good. Get out and touch some grass. Oh, right. Finally, a nice day off just for me. The wonders I've known while beating feet. I'm going to switch that couplet. I'll leave the world a spell and feel like me. No, I'll take my chance for peace and just to be. I often walk alone through parks and streets. Oh, that worked lovely. Oh, yes. Finally, a nice day off just for me. The wonders I have known while beating feet. I take my chance for peace and just to be. I often walk alone through parks and streets. All right. We are trucking through. We have lovely more lines here in our candy or coffee jar. Goodness gracious. And I to gather my thoughts and prepare all the projects that have been waiting there. Peace and quiet from a chance and nice dream. Sometimes we just need to break away. Nice hot beverage and a book to read. I feel like this might even be our first slide. Finally, a nice day off, and then a day off for me is rare and ne'er seen. And I feel like we also need another line that says day off, because we have two lines right now starting our stanzas with day off. But I feel like our first stanza is actually our second. So it would go there. Finally, day off, a nice day off just for me. The wonders I have known while beating feet. More beating feet. I take my chance for peace and just to be. I often walk alone through parks and streets. A day off for me is rare and ne'er seen. Putting some free time to really good use. What shall I do? I'm rarely free. An hour here and there is off the case. We had a thunderstorm 2 weeks ago. I lay down on the lawn to watch it come. The thunder rolled, the lightning flashed a glow. The darkening clouds disguised the summer sun. Oh, I love it. And that's a verse you only wrote for fun. That's lovely. I'm going to write it in here for our candy jar, though. We had a thunderstorm 2 weeks ago. I lay down on the lawn to watch it come. The thunder rolled. The lightning. Whoa, what? Flashed a glow. The darkening clouds disguised the summer sun. That's lovely. Well done, London Fog. That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah. A day off. A day off. Consider it a duty to give you lines with no conscious sex and make the coffee jar more interesting. You know what? It's beautiful and I love it, because we are going to be having another coffee jar / candy jar poem in the near future. And for those of you who don't know what that is, I take candy jar / coffee jar lines and bring them together. Sometimes they are completely non-contextually aligned with each other to make a brand new poem from past candy jars, and sometimes they just serve as a jumping off point for me. I do this off as a pre-recorded episode, and we're going to be doing some of more of those because we have some candy jar poems that can be done as Patreon things, and that actually I think would be a lovely addition for Patreon if you want to get some extra poems. So yeah, and be on the lookout for a big announcement. It has to have so many big announcements. A big announcement in the next 2 weeks, my friends. Next 2 weeks, look for a big announcement from me. So it will be lovely. But let's finish this poem here. Hustle and bustle of life is hard. Sometimes we just need to break away. A day to gather my thoughts and prepare all the projects that have been waiting there. I'm off to make ratatouille right now. Peace and quiet, perchance. Nice dream. I think day off. So a day off. Gather my thoughts and prepare. A day off. Colon. Gather my thoughts and prepare. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, this is going to become a day off. I believe this was from Kathy. Yeah, but it's still a day off to gather my thoughts. A day off to gather my thoughts and prepare. 11, that's fine. So a day off to gather my thoughts and prepare. Winter is here. What day is it? What's happening? I'm losing my mind. Oh, I'm sorry you're losing your mind, but what day is it? It's Friday instead of Tuesday. For writing sonnets with Shakespeare. We will be back next Tuesday, I promise. And you're not losing your mind. I'm just trying to make the show fit in so we don't go too long without a nice writing session, my friend. So welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. A day or an hour is well deserved. A day or an hour. It is well deserved. A day off to gather my thoughts and prepare. A day or an hour. It is well deserved. Did warn you, Winter Tailspinner, that was Wednesday, and Wednesday was ages ago. We're writing about having time alone. Thank you for keeping up with each other in the comments. I love that. Thank you. Do you have to gather my thoughts and prepare? Day and hour. It's well deserved. Hustle and bustle of life is hard. Nice hot beverage, a book to read. Sometimes we just need to break away. All the project. For all the projects that have been waiting there. Yeah, so we can make that for all the projects. Or even just all the projects. A day off to gather my thoughts and prepare. A day or an hour, it is well deserved. All the projects that have been waiting there. London Fog, this one needs to be highlighted here. The more I write, the more I notice my phrasing becoming writerly. My dialogue is going to get so pretentious, LOL. I find that happens, yeah. Yeah, some writers celebrate that, some lament it, but I don't think it's a bad thing. Let's maybe keep track. And sometimes it's fine to be pretentious. Use the big words. Use the fun turns of phrase. What's wrong with that? I mean, it's not for all situations, but also neither is Shakespeare. And Shakespeare would write fart jokes. Let's all remember that. Fart and sex jokes. All right. Let's see. Can we have a deserved right there? Well, you know what? We're going to go a slat rhyme. Emily Wilson would approve of Shakespeare. Yeah, you know, I think she would. And I'm also going to share a note just sent to me by my housemate. I'm saying, reflection. At this moment, we are collectively and simultaneously, because we're all three of us working from home today, because off-screen wife is in another room doing some counseling sessions, and my housemate is in her office, so working for a college. So here we go. At this moment, we are collectively and simultaneously teaching people the arts, helping incarcerated persons to study and reform themselves, and providing mental health counseling. If socialism were a house, this would be it. So I love that. Now I want to organize a tribute show called Shakespeare. Approved. That'd be fun. Right. I also approve of Emily Wilson. I've not yet seen The Odyssey, by the way, nor have I read her cut of it. But I've seen interviews and read interviews with her, and it just seems absolutely delightful. Just seems an amazing academic and writer as well. So I would love to read her piece and then also potentially watch the new Odyssey, which Nolan theoretically based on her translation of it. However, based on the trailers, not for me. So I don't know. Getting your carriage and safety inspection done on the last day. Karen. That's a thing. That is truly a thing. Oh, right. Welcome, Karen. So let's finish this stanza. A day off to gather my thoughts and prepare. A day or an hour, it is well deserved. All the projects that have been waiting there. Deserved. It's a good one for deserved. We have some slant rhymes going on in the previous two stanzas too, so that's not a bad thing. So, yeah, in the previous two stanzas, streets and feet, which be, Laurent, me, scene, free, use in case. Those are slant rhymes. Preparing there, not slant rhymes, well deserved. So let's see. Curved, served, reserved, unnerved, conserved. I like that, conserved. What do we have here? Fine by me, but time for myself. It's always conserved. There we go. Retirement advantage strikes again. Well done, Karen. Well done. Pop back up. London Folk saying about Emily Wilson. Her version of the Odyssey is the only one that you've actually managed to read all the way through. I did one back in high school. It was all right. Yeah. But I don't remember who wrote it. Yeah. And it is always somebody's version of the Odyssey. You're never actually reading Homer unless you're going back to the ancient Greek. That's the thing. You're always going through someone's interpretation. So, what we have so far. Finally, a nice day off just for me. The wonders I've known while beating feet. I take my chance for peace and just to be. I often walk alone through parks and streets. A day off for me is rare and ne'er seen. Putting some free time to really good use. But what shall I do? I'm rarely free, and how here and there is off the case. A day off to gather my thoughts and prepare. A day or an hour, it is well deserved. All the projects that have been waiting there. But time for myself, it's always conserved. I liked it so far. And now, what is our final couplet? London Fog, you have her translation of the Iliad not ready yet. Yeah. I've heard that she does it in iambic pentameter, so hey, we're already on a good start. Leave the world to spell and feel like me, and I hope. Oh, here we go. Peace and quiet, perchance a nice dream. I'll leave the world to spell and feel like me. Yeah, here we go. But I'm going to reverse these lines. There we go. I'll leave the will to spell and feel like me. Peace and quiet, perchance a nice dream. I think that is... Tell me about a complicated man. Muse, tell me how he wandered and was lost. I love that. Oh, I'm going to love Emily Wilson's Odyssey. I'm very happy about that. Complicated man. Complicated Odysseus. I love that. Well, July 31st, 2026. All right. So we've written a really good poem. What are we calling it? But let's go through this real quick. I like your couplet here, Tailspinner. Let's get the day started. We'll go slow and steady. Wait. What do you mean it is midnight already? ADHD in 2 lines. I love that. It's grand. All right. Finally, a nice day off just for me. The wonders I've known while beating feet. I take my chance for peace and just to be. I often walk alone through parks and streets. A day off for me is rare, ne'er seen. Putting some free time to really good use. What shall I do? Rarely free. Now here, there is off the case. A day off to gather my thoughts and prepare. A day or an hour, it is well deserved. And all the projects that have been waiting there. But time for myself, it's always conserved. I'll leave the world to spell and feel like me. Peace and quiet, perchance a nice dream. Oh, right. Perchance. Oh, right. What are we calling this? What are we calling this? Toothless for now I may be, but come September, smiling big I shall be. Oh, I love that for you, Karen. Well done. I'm also getting my teeth rebuilt, so well done. And you put it into pentameter here. Fell in love with the work from the opening line, saying, Len Fogg. I love that. No, that's a great opening line. Tell me about a complicated man. Muse, tell me how he wandered and was lost. I love that. Ah, clever Odysseus. Complicated Odysseus. Really is. What was it? Not polydactyl in the ancient Greek, but poly something. Yeah. So very good. Do we have a title here? Time for me. Maybe just alone time. There we go. Alone time. Yeah. All right. We have a good poem. Alone time. I like it. Good job, my friends. Well, let's wrap this show up. Getting it done inside of an hour. That's unheard of. Well, my friends, this has been Writing Sonnets with Shakespeare today. I really hope that you have enjoyed the show, and if you've enjoyed it half as much as I've enjoyed doing it with you, then I've enjoyed it twice as much as you did. That's called maths. That being the case, if you'd like to help me keep this thing going, you can buy me a cup of coffee going to ko-fi.com/Shakespeare. That's ko-fi.com/Shakespeare, and buy me a cuppa. Over there, you can get your own sonnet commissioned, such as one of these. You can go to the QR code right here to scan that with your phone, if you like, or take a screenshot and scan it later. Buy me a cuppa, get your own sonnet commissioned. And it's a good time. It's a very good time. So thanks for that. You can also support the show by becoming a Patreon of the arts at patreon.com/Shakespeare. Patreon.com/Shakespeare allows you to get your name on the wall of honor, like Alex and Brianna just did. And you get different rewards and things. We're going to be doing candy jar sonnets, I think, over there, as well as meetups. You get scripts that I've written, and I'm going to get early access to videos that I pre-record. So do all of that. Tier start $3, go up to $30. Everybody does get the same rewards. And you can also go over to my Substack. That is, I think, substack.shakespeareapproves.com. I believe it is what it is. Shakespeareapproves.substack.com. Yeah, so it will, let me take that off screen for just a moment. There we go, shakespeareapproves.substack.com. Go to that QR code right there. I haven't updated in about 2 weeks, but I have some pieces I'm working on that are going to be going on there very, very soon. London Fog saying, someday when you're in a better place, you will be able to become a real patron of mine. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that, my friend. That is incredibly sweet of you to say so, and I also look forward to that day. That is lovely and wonderful. Sally has done the eggplant and is now working on peppers. Well done, Sally, for the ratatouille. Kathy saying goodbye. Thanks for the time. Thank you again for being here, Kathy. It's always a pleasure to have you. Screaming Dragon saying goodbye for now. I appreciate you being here, my friend. Thank you so very much. Thank all of you for being here. We're going to do one more reading in just a moment. But again, do join me if you can this Saturday and Sunday at the Midsummer Fantasy Renaissance Fair. Oh my God, I can't even get which ones I've done Midsummer. I looked at one thing and it started coming out and something else. Join me for the main Renaissance Fair, final weekend in beautiful Acton, Maine. And then I'm going to be in Salem all the month of August. So look on my socials for all of that. You can also get all of my schedule as I update it on my Linktree. So that's linktree/Shakespeare.approves. So that is, just so you know, that is this one right here. So go to that and get all of my socials. I update socials for everything, but also my schedule. But we have, as we were doing, the main Renaissance Fair final weekend this weekend, Summerween in Salem, Swanton, New Jersey Renaissance Fair in September, Scranton Fringe Festival in October, as well as the Maryland Renaissance Festival, and then Louisiana Renaissance Festival in November and December. So speaking of both Maine this Saturday and the Scranton Fringe Festival, I will be doing this weekend Midsummer, a gay all-time almost a musical broken into 3 acts over on the Pavilion stage if you're at the main Renaissance Fair, 11:20, 1:20, and 3:20. It's the longer version of the half-hour one, and this is the one that's going off to the Scranton Fringe Festival in October. So I do hope that you're able to join me for one or the other. And finally, let's do one final reading of our sonnet. Here we go. Alone time. Finally, a nice day off just for me, the wonders I have known while beating feet. I take my chance for peace and just to be. I often walk alone through parks and streets. A day off for me is rare and now seen, putting some free time to really good use. What should I do? I rarely am free, and now here and there is off the case. A day off to gather my thoughts and prepare, a day or an hour. It is well deserved. Oh, the projects that have been waiting there. But time for myself, it's always conserved. I'll leave the world a spell and feel like me. Peace and quiet, perchance a nice dream. So that was writing sonnets for today, the 31st, the final day of July, my friends, and I hope you had fun. Karen, I will see you in October at at the Maryland, too many things start with them, at the Maryland Renaissance Fair, and maybe even Fringe Festival. London Fog, Tailspinner, never worry about running late for this show. Yeah, so yeah. And I will be in your rough neighborhood soon, so huzzah. So thanks for the hug deliveries and getting the hug delivery goblins to come out. But my friends, take care of yourselves this weekend. Enjoy the very first weekend of August, the final month of summer. And we will have a glorious time whenever we get to see each other. But Always remember, you are loved. I love you. You love me. And this mutual glorious affection. My friendly neighborhood Shakespeare, I will see you on Tuesday here in the writer's room. And until then, be good to yourself. Have fun.